Hello. We are going to another optional trial for Stormblood. This one's called Hell's Kier. Okay, you know what? Before we get into this one, I just want to say sometimes when I take breaks from making guides, I'm always like, man, am I burnt out? Do I like not care about this? Am I gonna be able to make good guides? But look at this. Wow. I just can't. I'm like, if something bothers me and I can't explain it, then I just go back and get footage. This one has I have four different videos, and so if this whole thing like gets corrupted and the video is just like all over the place, you know why, okay? My computer can't handle like all this footage, then we know why. Okay, let's go. Cause I'm always like, what if I miss something? What if I just don't care anymore? But like, damn, if I notice it, it's so hard for me not to care. I need to know. You know what I'm saying? Okay, anyway. Hell's Kier. We're fighting Suzaku. She's very emotional. There's a lot of emotions here. I'm not saying she's emotional in that like it's a bad or anything, but there's a whole situation if you're following the story. Okay, so first off, this stage is a circle, okay? We've got barricades on the side so you can't fall off right now, okay? Keep that in mind. We've got these birds on the ground. Keep that in mind, okay? So we're gonna get started here with the tank pulling the boss north per usual. Okay, Cremate is gonna be the tank buster.
You gave me the strength.
Eternal Flame. This is gonna make all those birds on the ground rise up, okay? And so consider this the ad phase. Each bird is gonna tether to one person. See, all the DPS have one tethered to them. While it's tethered to you, you will get this burn, so damage over time. Okay, and so in this normal version, typically people will just gather all the birds together, and everyone will use their AOE moves on the birds. Okay, so you defeat the birds all together in the middle. Randomly, the main boss, I know there's a lot going on here. The main boss will target a random person for this cone attack, and you want to just avoid the AoE while using your AoE move on the birds. Okay? Ideally, all the birds will fall in the center here. There is a reason for that. A lot of people don't explain this, but there's a reason. Okay, also, that was the raid white. Okay, screams. That's the raid white. Okay, so we want all the birds basically together. I'll go over why in a moment. Phoenix down. At this point in the game, you might have encountered an item called Phoenix down. It looks like a bird tail feather. That's not a tail feather. It's like this or something, but red. It's like this. It looks like this, okay? And you can use that to raise another person, like bring them back from the dead. Okay, so Phoenix down. You know, the Phoenix is all about resurrection and stuff. So the boss cast that, and now we have these scarlet plumes all over the ground. Okay, and watch, you'll see there is AoEs everywhere. So for one, you want to destroy one of these things, okay, and then you stand there. The actual mechanic though is that if there are birds that get hit with one of these AoEs, they will come back from the dead, because Phoenix down means you get risen from the dead, and these feathers will rise you from the dead. And so by destroying the birds in the middle and then destroying the middle feather, we end up not reviving the birds. Okay, there we go. So after that entire thing, like, we all get hit with a raid wipe and stuff, but the birds are still down. Oh, there's also a tank buster in the middle of all this. Okay. Yeah, okay, Screams of the Damned. That one is the raid wipe. Let me show you what happens if you don't do the thing. Is it this one? No, this is a different one. Okay. I had to skim these so you won't get spoilers, but here, this one. So in this fight, so I ran this one unsynced. Okay, so all of them are on me. All the birds happen to be on me, which is fine. But now I destroyed all of them. They're all in the corner here instead of in the middle. Okay. And so I'm running this as if I was running it like regular. I'm standing in the middle. I destroy the middle one, which is what most people do. But I happen to destroy all the birds on the side. The birds are now in the area of these feathers. And then when the feathers go off, the birds come back to life. Okay? And then they redo what they did before, which is attached to a person. This time though, they happen to have like a boosted HP thing. 10 HP boost. Cooperatively attacking the primary target. Okay, that is for sure happening. But also, I think later I have a little thing. But yeah, so you would have to just take them down. Also, if you don't take the birds down fast enough, they do this move called Ashes to Ashes, and it will just wipe the party. Like, it's a lot of damage. Okay, 76,000. How much health do I have in general? I start with like that much health. Okay, so it's a decent amount of damage. Let's watch again. This time, okay, this time I destroyed the birds in different places. Like I destroyed them one at a time. However, I didn't manage to get to the next phase because I got hit with all this stuff. Okay, so it's kind of a big deal that first round to like make sure you kill the birds. That sounds mean. Okay, in this instance, I managed to get all the birds down along the wall. Okay, and so in this way, I'm destroying just one feather and seeing, like, you know, I'm double checking and making sure that if some birds are not in the thing, or if they're gonna get risen or not. Okay, so my hypothesis is that these two birds will be risen up once this cast goes off, but these will not. Okay, wow, it happened. Okay, so these two are up now, and they attach to me. Okay, okay. Yeah, maximum HP is increased. Okay, so the birds have more HP. And then I destroy them, I avoid the cone, things like that. Now, do I destroy this one fully? Yeah, I think, okay, so now we just have one bird doing Ashes to Ashes. It did, if I was topped off, if I actually had more health, this probably wouldn't have killed me. But I mean, I was, you know, it's just me here. I wasn't managing my health at all. If I had full health and it was just one bird that did its AoE move, I probably could have survived. But I died here. And then I wanted to see what that buff is. Because they give you this separation buff. Maximum HP is reduced and damage taken is increased. Okay, so in addition to it just doing a lot of damage, it will reduce your maximum HP and you get more damage. So it's basically meant to kill you. Okay, so that's that whole situation. However, let me go back to how most people will handle it. Oh, ah! My cat jumped up and my hand was getting... Okay, hang on. Let's just, here, we'll watch this while I get my cat situated. There you go. Okay. Yeah, so the birds are up. All the DPS gather into the center. Avoid the cone. And use your AoE move to take the birds down in the middle. This is what most people will do. Also, this is the normal version, okay? Okay. Screams of the Damned, that's the raid ride. In the extreme version, something else happens. So, there's a normal version. Okay, Phoenix down. We're gonna get the feathers everywhere. We're going to focus on the middle feather. So we get rid of the ability for these birds to get risen up again. Also watch out for the tank buster. Okay, just sit down. Raid wide. Okay, this fleeting summer thing, it just a cone on a random person. Just dodge that. Okay. The boss like flies away for a moment and then goes back to the center. And then we get Eternal Flame, so the birds come back, but we don't have to attack them. They also fly away. Okay. There's a bit of a scene change, and here we've got this green configuration. There are circles on the ground everywhere, and each person can take a circle. Okay, we're gonna do a little dance. People consider this like a DDR dance. Okay, so this person was standing here, and the healer rescued them, so they'd stand in a circle, and the healer moved over there. Okay, so here, in each of the circles there will be an arrow, and you want to face the direction that the arrow is going. Stand upon the correct arrow or face the consequences. Okay, so you want to face that way. Okay. And then this orb will go towards you. Okay, and if you do it correctly, then you get this damage up. Okay. And the arrow will change directions and things like that. Yeah, if you do it correctly, this thing will glow. I'm not really sure what the non-consequences, because like this person, I think they missed the first one, but it's not like they got damaged or anything. Like this is just the buff. So the consequence might be that the fight lasts longer. Okay, but yeah, you want to just keep rotating your character until to do all of the to face each arrow direction until the orbs are done.
Trust in me, my love. I will protect you, I promise.
Okay, let's see. Let's see if, because we have this meter here, and it might be that if you miss one of them, the meter gets higher. So let's see. Players must face away from the arrow, face the way of the arrow to absorb the orbs and not let them reach the boss so she does not power her special. There are 7 waves of orbs. Oh, okay, so I think what we're saying is that by standing on this thing correctly, you create this orb, right? And so you absorb this, but if you don't, then it goes to her. Okay, that makes sense. And then this would get powered up more. I see. Okay, wait. The one person missed it though, so let's see if I can tell from the very beginning. Oh yeah, there was a little like rrr. So she absorbed some of it. Like at the last moment. Oh yeah, there you go. Some of that yellow stuff, it went to her again, and then this increased. Yeah, okay. Okay, so if you miss your arrow thing, then the boss will get buffed more. And then the resulting raid wide afterwards will be stronger.
Trust in me, my love. I will protect you, I promise.
Okay. Man, even then, it's a decent raid ride. Okay, so now we've got a scene change again. Stage change. Here, well, the boss also changed too. Okay, so here, there's a hole in the middle, and you can totally fall down. On the sides, you can also fall down, so be careful. Also, the stage has like these clear lines for the quadrants. That's gonna be important. This southern star is a red light. Ruthless refrain. This one, you see, we got knocked back a little bit, and so you want to stand a little bit closer to the boss than you might normally would. Maybe like if you're a ranged person, you're all the way out here. During that move, you're definitely gonna get pushed off the stage. Okay, so you want to stay kind of close, just like how this person moved a little closer.
Why do you do this?
Phantom Fury, Flurry. Okay, so she's gonna do this like kicking attack on the main tank, and then at the end it's gonna do this like huge cleave. Okay, so you gotta watch out for that. Make sure you're standing in the back. It's also a blue mage move if you are into blue mage stuff. Okay, this, she'll target a random person, turn around, and then do a line AoE. So dodge that. When you're dodging things, remember, be mindful of the hole in the middle so you don't fall off. Okay. Oh. Okay, a few things happened just now. I yawned, my cat jumped, and I hovered over this thing, so let's go back and make sure to see those. I was curious, this little human. I think they're just indicating she's a human, in human form. But also this melody, when she says the melody thing, that's signaling for another mechanic too. Love's true form, Suzaku's heretofore unknown visage is revealed. Okay. Okay. The stage has changed a little bit again. Here we've got this purple, this black one, the yellow one, and this green one. Okay, there's also a phoenix off to the side. The phoenix is tethered to the boss. You're gonna have to pan your camera so you can see this, but the phoenix will now be flying around, and you gotta figure out what direction it's going. Right now it's going clockwise. Okay, when the phoenix hits one of these things, it's gonna blow up that quadrant. And so you don't want to be on that quadrant. So you gotta be sure to be looking up. Okay, there it goes. See, it blows up the entire thing. As soon as it's done blowing up that one though, you can go into it. But this is when it's fine. So this is like clear. It's kind of like the safest spot you can stand now because it's already been blown up. And then the phoenix is just gonna keep going around the stage, blowing up quadrants one at a time. So don't forget about that. Okay, dodge this line AoE, but again, watch out for that phoenix. Also, watch out for the hole. Ruthless refrain. Okay, so we got pushed back a little bit. It's fine. Everyone is standing up close, it's fine. This black quadrant is gonna get blown up, okay? Because the phoenix was over there. Okay, now the stage is back to just regular. The Phoenix is underneath her feet now. So the one star, we've got the raid ride. Raid wide? Incandescent interlude. Okay, so we got tower soaks. We need at least one person in each of these towers to soak them, but then you also need to spread out these AoEs. Okay. If you don't have somebody soaking each tower, then this happens. Everybody gets a vulnerability up and you take a lot of damage. Okay, so let's see what happened. I'm here. This person's here, this person's here. Is there someone over here? Oh, there's nobody over here. Okay, so I think the tank was there and then they moved back. So yeah, ended up taking a lot of damage, and then okay. So that's why you want somebody in all of them. Phantom Flurry, the main tank gets kicked a bunch, and then there's a front cleave, so make sure you're in the back. Also see, like, if you move the boss a little bit more, then the boss moves here, and so it can be a little dangerous for like melee who are, you know, hitting positionals, and they'd be closer to this hole. I think that might have been why the tank missed their tower, because I think they kind of went over there, probably thought it blew up already, but then it didn't. So yeah, like they were trying to make sure the boss stayed still, and so they didn't want to go too far, but then that meant everybody else got hit with the golem stack. Okay, the boss resets. Well of Flames. Okay, we've got the regular line AoE, but then now we also have these birds on the side doing like targeting people. So it's a lot to dodge. Again, be mindful of the hole. Raid wide. Okay, the melody thing again, so the stage is gonna change and we'll see some more like quadrant blowing up stuff. In this one, all of the stage markers are lined up and the bird is flying around and it will hit it in a certain way. Before, it was on the actual like quadrants on the side, and then when the bird got there it would do that. However, over here it happens pretty quickly because they're all lined up. We ended up finishing the boss before then, but let's see over here. No, not this one. This one. How long is this guy? It's only 20 minutes? Okay, let's just go through the whole thing. In real time, let's go through the whole thing. Why not?
His eyes. Sheathe your sword.
Okay. The tank ended up not turning the boss around. I think probably to keep the boss in the middle. That's fine. Everybody stayed away from them for the tank buster.
You gave me the strength.
Okay, Eternal Flame. The birds are gonna come up. Avoid the cone, destroy the birds all in the center together. Raid wide. Alright, the feathers are down, so we take out the one in the middle. Watch out for the tank buster. Raid wide. watch out for the cone. Target one person, just dodge it. Unlike the black mage. Oops. Oh, they were standing right in the middle. Maybe they thought they were dodging it. They were like right on the line. Okay, so if you get hit with that, you get a bonus stack and like a lot of damage. Okay, the stages change. We all find a little circle. And then we play this little DDR game. So face the direction that the arrow's facing. I know, 2 people missed that. It gets a little bit faster at the end.
Trust in me, my love. I will protect you, I promise.
I was very curious about the hole. I think I typed in the chat if you could fall. And people are immediately like, yes. Okay, the raid wide. I didn't want to grief people on purpose though. I wanted to jump in it just to make sure that it was... Okay, ruthless refrain, you get knocked back. And then I was also like, can you fall here? I chose not to let science pressure me though. Okay, Phantom Flurry, the tank takes a bunch of hits and then there's the cleave. Make sure you're in the back. Oh yeah, at this point is when I asked if you could fall. Okay, dodge the line AoE. Okay, figure out which way the bird is flying and avoid the colored quadrant it's going to. So the green one's gonna go off first. So you can preemptively go to the green one now. Because it's not gonna blow up again. I was hanging out over here because I kind of wanted to see what would happen if I got hit by stuff. Okay, so you avoid this one. And of course I was being a little cheeky now. I was like, maybe I'll get hit. Maybe I'll... I did not get hit right there. So you can stand on the line if you are lucky. Okay. The hesitation. I keep wanting to mess up, but then I won't let myself. It's okay, I have other footage. Raid wide. Incandescent interlude. Okay, these are tower soaks. Oh, see, this time they're closer to the center. Last time they were far out. Phantom Flurry, so the tank gets hit with a bunch of stuff, and then there'll be the front cleave, so you get to the back. Oh. The tank died. Did they jump, or did they get hit with it? Here, right there. Does it knock you back? I wonder if it knocks you back. Yeah, okay, so they get hit with it. And then, oh yeah, I saw it right there. So, oh, okay. So, if you get hit with that Phantom Flurry, you get knocked back basically off the stage. Dang, a little bit. I'm gonna get the frame. Ah! No! Okay, I can do it. Why does this keep like going away? I'm in a hyper-focus loop now. Skip ahead if you don't want to experience this. Yeah! Okay, so here we go. See, they were over here, and I got knocked that way, and I fell off the stage. Okay, so that's another reason to not stand there. The other tank stood up here real quick, and then we've got these line AoEs to dodge, and then also the birds are out, and they're attacking people, so dodge out of those. And then we got a raid wide. Okay, so this one we also skipped that melody thingy. DPS is too good. By DPS I mean damage. Like damage output. So I went in and ran this as a warrior. Let's see. Oh, here's something I thought was neat. I actually ran this a few times, and I couldn't manage it as a machinist by myself, so I had to go in as a warrior. It's because of damage. Okay, so if you go into this unsynced, this flower thingy, there's actually just one circle that pops up. I thought it was kind of cute. I had to go find it. I was like, oh, it's the same thing though. Like, you know, you face the thingy and there's no extra ones that come out or anything. So, anyway. Okay. This Phantom Flurry, when it's happening, you can preemptively run off to the side. You don't have to stand there and wait for the thing to go off. And I think that's probably the better thing to do, or else you'll get hit like the other tank did. So let's see. We saw this. See, I start going as the boss is locked in the animation, and I was able to get off to the side pretty fast. I have these 3 Vuln stacks because when the tower things were going down here, I was the only one here, so I couldn't stand the other ones. Muscle tank, and I also have a lot of stuff going on, so I didn't get damaged, but it can hit you a lot, like we saw in the other video, and then you get these Vuln stacks. Okay. What I wanted to show is here. If your group ends up being in the fight a little bit longer than what most like Duty Finder would be now, like the reason why in Duty Finder when you kill with random people, it usually just skips through all this stuff because most people have better gear and things like that. But if you do it like minimum eye level and no echo and things like that, then you like you have the minimum amount of gear that's required to enter the fight, then you'll probably see this face. Also, if you do the extreme version, you'll likely see this face. Okay, so here, all of them are lined up, and you gotta figure out which way the bird is going. It's lined up over here, but also on this side, it's lined. There's like a line of them on this side, okay? So both sides have rows of these symbols, and you gotta connect them. If you can't read these symbols, that's fine. Like, I usually just look at the colors. So the yellow one's gonna go off first. So I'm just gonna wait, and then the purple one goes, and then the green one. Okay, if you get hit by it, you get tossed into the air, you get stunned for a moment because you're tossed in the air, and you get blown up, and you take some damage. Okay, so you kind of have to be fast about moving out of them if you end up having to do this faster paced one. This configuration happens to be like not so bad because see, it does this one and then this one and then this one, but there's definitely, like, I think in the extreme version, for example, it can do like this one, and then like the ones that are actually next to each other. So it can get tricky. Yeah, here you don't have as much time to move. Sorry. So that's how you handle that. Outside of that, I believe that's, so now this is kind of overlapping mechanics. Dodge the AoE, move AoEs away from each other, and then the Phoenix is repeating this. Oh, actually, okay, you know what? Here we go. Now it's in order. Okay, so it's this one, and this one, and then this one. And so if there was a situation where I was standing here, and I'm like, oh shoot, I shouldn't stand here, I should stand in the green one. But then the next one that's gonna blow up is the green one, and then I might be like, oh shoot, I gotta like move out of the way. If I move into this one, I'm in the same situation, you know? So I have to know to move back into this one. But over here, I see, okay, the purple one's gonna blow up. I'm already in this quadrant, the black one, and that's the last one. And so once this blows up, I'm just gonna move over here and then wait until all of this blows up. But Phantom Flurry is happening, and so I gotta like make sure to get out of the way. But then the green one also, it blew up, and then also this gave me enough space that I could still stand on the purple one. So I was like, okay, phew, that's fine. You know what I mean? Because as this was going off, I was like, oh shoot, she's gonna cleave this whole thing. I'm gonna have to run either over here or over here. But then the green one and the yellow one are about to like blow up, and so which way am I gonna go? But then I happened to see the green one went off already, so it was fine. And I had space for the purple, so it was fine. Okay, so here is the opposite way. So there's the black one, yellow one, green, and then purple. And so purple is going to be the last one, so I hang out here and wait for the others to blow up. Dodge out of this. Okay, and then since this already blew up, I just stay here. Yeah. And also, even though I was so close to the end, my curiosity would not let up, and so I sacrificed myself for science. I'm just gonna let this play out. So yeah, you do fall if you end up in the hole. Okay? Okay. I had run that so many times to get the footage, so it was fine. It was fine. I didn't need another clear. It's fine. The things I do for the guides, you know what I'm saying? This fight has chocobo barding. If you like chocobo barding, It's pretty cool. It's the one that my chocobo wears. It's like flames and stuff. And yeah, okay, cool. I hope that was helpful. I hope all of my footage was helpful. Goodbye.